Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to another episode of the Euro Cooking Canuck. Once again, thank you so much for joining me and I hope you're all doing very well. Guys, on today's segment of Memories in Macedonia, we're going to be making something that's very rustic, very simple, but very, very tasty. Guys, I'm really not sure how to describe this to you in English. What we're making today is called kasha. And what kasha is a soup that was prepared when times were tough and money was tight. It fed a crowd. Guys, kasha is basically a broth-based soup with flour. Nowadays people may add in some chicken meat, you can add some mushrooms, vegetables, but back in the day it was very, very simple. Today I'm going to show you how to do it with some chicken and some carrots, and that's it. Guys, so without further ado, let's get in the kitchen and make Macedonian kasha. Hey guys, welcome to the stovetop. As usual, all of the amounts and ingredients will be below in the description bar. Just click show more. So guys, I have a pot of water here and I just simply put in some chicken. I'm using drumsticks, which would normally be used, thighs. You can use any cut of the chicken you'd like. Skin and bone in. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on now. And I'm going to throw in a couple of chicken bouillon cubes. This is optional. You do not need to add this, but I thought I'd add it just to give the broth a little more kick of chicken flavor. So in they go. Easy peasy. Bring the chicken to a boil, and I'll show you what I do then. So guys, after my chicken comes to a boil, I just simply turn down the heat to very low and let it simmer. I let it simmer long enough so that the meat starts pulling away from the bone, and you know that this is a fully cooked chicken. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the pieces of my chicken and I'm going to set them cool so I can remove the meat from the bones and the skin. Guys, it smells like Baba's kitchen in here. Our beautiful chicken stock is ready. So I've just turned the heat off for now and I'm going to set this aside. While my chicken cools, I've gone ahead and peeled some carrots and I want to shred these. You can buy these pre-shredded, guys. You can even just dice them up. It's up to you. I'm just using this little handy dandy tool. It has very sharp teeth and it does the job in quick order for you. I also use this when I'm making coleslaw. So go ahead and shred your carrots and I'll show you what I do next. Hey guys, I'm just taking the skin off my well-cooked chicken and just taking the chunks of meat off, shredding it up. It doesn't have to be chopped or in any specific size. Just rip it with your fingers. It's up to you how little or big you want it. So I'll continue with the last piece and then I'll bring you all back. Hey guys, so what I have here is another pan with a combination of vegetable oil and olive oil. I've taken my broth out and set it in a large bowl because you may not need all of the broth. It's, you know, as needed. So what I'm going to do in our pan is go ahead and add our carrots, and our chicken. And I'm going to go ahead and saute this up a little bit. Get it warmed up. Maybe have a little bit of color on the chicken. And I'll bring you back then. Alright guys, our carrots are softening up and I can hear the chicken popping a bit. So at this point in time, what I'm going to go ahead and do now is add the important element to kasha, and that's the flour. I'm going to give this a slight season of salt. Just a bit for now, guys. And I'm also going to go ahead and add some garlic that I've roughly minced. I'm going to switch to my wooden spoon now. You can do it all with a wooden spoon, guys, doesn't matter. And we're going to cook this until you can start to smell the garlic and there's no more traces of the flour. Oh, and it smells amazing already, guys. It really does. And this is the point you do not want to move from your stove. This is not the simmering portion of the show, guys. Right, so I can see that the flour is starting to get cooked. It's getting thick. So now I'm going to go ahead and start adding ladles of our broth. And we want to bring this to a boil. So fill it right up. That's great. Allow this to thicken. And when that happens, I'll show you what our last step is, guys. Guys, our kasha is getting very, very thick. So at this point, what I'm going to do is carefully set this aside. I'm going to get our pot back and carefully try and transfer this back into the pot. And what we're going to do is we're going to add more broth as needed until you reach your desired consistency. If it's too thick and you don't have enough broth, you can add more water. But I think, you know, there's plenty of broth here. So that's back in our pot. Let's go ahead and start re-adding some broth. A few little spoons at a time. Give it a stir. Obviously mine's quite thick still. So I'm going to add more broth. And I'm going to continue doing this until it reaches the right consistency. And when that happens, I'll bring you back and I'll show you then. Okay guys, my kasha is at a really nice consistency. It's not too thick and it's not too runny either. It should be kind of viscous. Right, so at this point, as you've noticed, we haven't really seasoned too much. There was some salt in the chicken bouillon cube and we added a little bit of salt. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my Vegeta, or you can use any vegetable seasoning that you like. Then I have a few bay leaves, which are going to go in. I'm going to hit it with some cracked black pepper. Traditionally there would have been peppercorns in here. I just think it's a little too much to chomp down on a peppercorn in a soup. So, adding some pepper. And I'm going to taste this for seasoning. And should it require more salt, I will add some more salt. And again, you can adjust the broth level. Keep adding broth to your liking. It may thicken up as it cooks, obviously. So I'm just going to give this a taste. That's lovely, but just about a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. At this point, guys, I'm going to let this simmer. Not too long, because it's pretty much done. So I'm just going to let this simmer slightly, and then I'll bring you back and I'll show you how I finish this kasha off. Alright guys, my kasha's been simmering for just a little bit. It has about another maybe 10 or 15 minutes to go. So at this point, to finish it off, some freshly minced parsley. And that's optional, but it does add a lovely fresh flavor to the soup. Alright, so again guys, maybe 10 minutes and let's serve up. Guys, our kasha is done. It's nice and hot. I'm gonna ladle up some here now. Show you the consistency. Oh, it's just beautiful. Guys, it's kind of like a chicken pot pie without the pie part. If that makes any sense to you. And again, guys, you can omit the chicken. You do not need to put meat in here. You can put mushrooms or nothing. Again, this was something that was made during lean times when money was tight, guys. So there we have it, our kasha. Now this is typically served with a pickled salad or pickled vegetables. So I have a few pickled hot peppers here to serve up with it. Guys, that's it. That's kasha. Rustic, beautiful, simple, but very, very good for you and very tasty. And this would feed a family during lean times. We'll put a little bit more parsley on top, just for a bit of garnish. And optionally, some cloves either or hot chili flake. Again, that's up to you. And guys, it's all done. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Memories of Macedonia. If you like it, guys, please give me a good old thumbs up. Where are my thumbs up? And please comment. We love all of your comments. Please share. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel and want to see more of these great recipes, I'd love you to join us. Guys, thanks again. There'll be a few pics to follow. We'll see you next time. Follow Nogu, Aire Prietno. Ciao, ciao.